And welcome back to Who Would Win. It is the week of Who Would Win, so I am doing a Who Would Win every day of the week, leading up all the way into next Wednesday, because actually month will just about end around, I think it ends on, when does the month end this year, or this month? What day does that end on? I believe it's ends on a Monday, so that means I just have the Tuesday. That's how I normally kind of do the week of Who Would Wins, is I basically just say screw it and go all the way through the next Wednesday, because I do a Who Would Win every Monday and Wednesday anyway. And we're starting it off with the Sternritters from Bleach ones, as always. Now, again, to recap, anyone who has never read the manga Bleach or watched the series, mostly right because they didn't show up in the anime, at least not yet. The Sternritters were a group of humans who had spiritual power, spiritual awareness, and they basically were the final villains of the last arc in the series. There was a group of them called the Sternritters, each of whom had a power corresponding to a letter of the alphabet. We started at Z, and we're going to end at A, because N is the boss of them. And we're getting to the home stretch now, because I've got to get through 3 of these throughout the week of Who Would Win, which means by the end of it, after we're done with this Who Would Win, we're going to the big dad, we're going to the boss, Quincy. But right now, we're talking about Sternritter D. That'd be Askin Nakk, it's Askin, see, I always heard it's pronounced Nakk Le Vaar, but it's actually Nakk Le Vaar. Askin Nakk Le Vaar, Sternritter D, the death dealing. Now, Sternritter D, definitely, he's a very thin, kind of almost greasy-looking guy in many ways. He's very smarmy, but he's eccentric and unpredictable. Has a lot of levity during serious situations. He's very sarcastic, but knows when to be serious. He firmly believes that killing his opponents it needs to be elegant. Death dealing, and with the death dealing, rather than simply finish them physically, even when they're incapacitated or vulnerable to such attack, he claims that such a method is more suited for a woman like Yoruichi or Babietta. Basically, he's only following his lead. They only followed the lead Quincy just to see what would come from it. But no. Now, Askin's power is Sternritter D, the death dealing, or lethal dose, as it's known in Japanese. Well, actually, it's Japanese. It's Dushu de Fringu, I think. Something like that. I probably butchered that. Anyway, lethal dose. Again, reading verbatim, Askin can perfectly calculate the absolute lethal dose of any substance he consumes. The amount that will cause death without fail, and raise or lower the value as he sees fit, causing a lethal dosage of the substance. In order to facilitate the lethal dose, he needs to consume a great amount of whatever it is he wants to manipulate into his body. For example, by consuming blood, he can decrease the lethal dosage of the blood in his opponent's body, thus making it fatal to them. It also allows him healing. Raising his own lethal dosage to an attack also grants Askin a healing factor, allows him to recover from severe burns inflicted by Yoruichi's little brother in seconds. Immunity. He develops an immunity to whatever substance or energy-based attack he is attacked with. His immunity acquisition speed is incredibly fast. Upon receiving an attack, he reflexively analyzes the Ryatsu and begins to create an immunity at a terrifying speed. As long as he has 1 minute he can render virtually any attack ineffective. Gift Ball. Throws a small, slow-moving ball of poison at his opponents. Opponent enough to make Grimjaw, who is a Clapton class character, so a very powerful character, collapse immediately after making physical contact with it. He can multiply different substances into his balls, such as nitrogen, oxygen, reishi. Gift Bad. He creates a darkened area of influence the size of a large circle in the ground. If anyone steps into his radius, he can lower the resistance of anything, such as reishi, causing them to become poisoned by a high amount of the substance. Reishi manipulation, like any Quincy, he has the ability to manipulate reishi in the environment, creating arrows, which we've seen him do. He is a user of Hirenkaiku, which is the speed effect. And we can assume he has other Quincy's abilities, like Blute and things like that, but we never saw him necessarily use them. Great spiritual power, comparable to a captain. He's actually got okay in hand-to-hand combat. He's not amazing, but he succeeded in punching Yoruichi in the stomach when she had her Shunko activated, albeit she was still recovering from the effects of his death dealing. He channeled death dealing into his attacks as a single punch caused Yoruichi to collapse. So basically, he can actually channel his death dealing into his physical strikes. Enhanced endurance. He can survive normally fatal injuries, which he claims is attributed to as attribute he possessed prior to being recruited. Notably, he briefly remained conscious and continued speaking even after his heart was ripped out of his body. So, while you can kill him, he will not immediately die. Enhanced endurance just can take a lot of damage. pharmaceutical expertise. He determined Niama's weight and how much. Oh yeah, Niama's, who was one of the royal guard, and how much blood his body contained by simple observation. Possesses advanced understanding of pharmaceutical relations. High perceptive combatant. He's very skilled and perceptive. Spirit weapon is his Heiling Bogen, or he can fly. Basically, it's a freaking spirit arrow. His Volstandig, or his holy form, if you will, is known as Hasen, or God's poison, or God's taser in Vizdub. Basically, he gets all these. His wings are kind of almost DNA looking. He gets a visor, things along those lines. His death dealing is enhanced. He adapts to changes in poison as long as the base poison remains the same. Any surface layer changes will cause Askin's immunity to adjust in turn, rendering the poison ineffective. This prevents him from being harmed by opponents who undergo rapid changes in their nature of the Reiatsu. Gift Ball Deluxe, just a really large gift ball around his body. Gift Bereich, which Askin creates dozens of interconnected spheres of light, forming a large spherical barrier which he claims cannot be escaped from. And Gift Ring, where he enlarges the bracelets on his arm and throws it at his opponent. When it shrinks in size before it makes contact with a particular region of the body, at which point it forces the potency of lethal dose to the focal point, causing instant death on the region of the body. He used it to blow out your Orhar's eyes during their fight. He also created a staff, which is used for fighting. However, he does have weaknesses, including quantity reduction and element extraction. If the target can extract the element from their body, then Askin is manipulating. They can lower the concentration until it goes to below the point of lethal dosage. A limited immunity. Askin can quickly build up immunity to elements, but if the element is changed by even a small amount, it can be affected again. Or he can be affected again. However, this weakness is nullified when he enters his Volstagen. Death-dealing vaccine. A drug designed by Orhar to counteract the death dealing. By injecting this into a person's skin, well, that's not going to matter in this case. So, yes, Askin is really, actually a pretty cool character. He was one of the cooler Sternritters, definitely. Now, as you saw who I put him up against, but when putting this guy up against someone, I had to figure out who the hell am I going to put him up against. I heard some people say, put him up against Hidon, that was it, Hidon from Naruto Shippuden, the immortal guy. I'm like, yeah, but then you're kind of reaching stalemate here. And that's not going to be really any fun. So I had to think. I eventually came to a guy who's not a stranger to this. I think I've done him at least 2 or 3 times on this, the Who Would Win so far. Alucard. So, I mean, he's a vampire. He's got mass regeneration, so he's got his own healing factor. He's pretty hard to damage, and he's the undead. So what happens when you put a guy who's all about surviving by drinking blood against a guy who can poison blood? I mean, does the poison affect Alucard? We'll find out. But Alucard, real quick, obviously he is Dracula. He is Vlad Tepes. He gained his vampiracy a long time ago, and has been walking Earth ever since. Is pretty much a nigh unstoppable vampire. Unlike other vampires, he does not suffer weakness from sunlight, silver, garlic, anything like that. Though it can tire him out to be out during the day. He is immensely powerful, supernaturally strong, faster than what you could perceive. He can meld into shadows. He's got the Jackal, which was designed by Walter to combat regenerators like Alexander Anderson. Fires explosive rounds. He's got his other gun, which I can't remember the name of that, which just fires long range or faster shots. Can still blow up like undead freaks with no problem. Obviously, he has his mass regeneration, and of course he drinks blood, so he can just suck up blood however he wants, really. Mass regeneration, he's really difficult to injure. I mean, injure and keep injured. You can injure him, you can blow him to bits, but he can regenerate from just a severed head. He can regenerate from a puddle of blood. And the reason for that is it's believed that, and it's believed that he's claimed like over 2 million souls in his day. That when he is injured or going to die, he just replaces it with another soul he's consumed. So theoretically, if you could whittle down all the souls he's consumed, then down to the 1, you could kill him after that, hypothetically speaking. Though he claims only a man can kill a monster. And he claims that Alexander could have possibly have killed him even with that form. Hard to say. We're not, by the way, using Schrodinger or when he had him near the end. I never use him near the end of the series where he had Schrodinger's soul in him. Because then he literally can't die. He doesn't need souls now. He's just because he's neither alive nor dead. Because of the whole Schrodinger's cat thing. So yeah, I'm not gonna use that because that'd be a freaking bull thing to do. That would not be fair at all. But of course, your thing is release forms like release restraints 1, 3, 2, and 1. Then he gets basically into his leather straitjacket form, enhancing all his physical abilities. His Hellhound, the Hound of Baskerville, is released. So he's got that to have fun with. He's got multiple eyes, which I don't believe I recall them ever doing anything. And then if he does, no, I am the bird of Hermes, eating my here lies the bird of Hermes, eating my wings, so I may be tame. I just prefer the ultimate and then when I do the fight, I'll probably use the I'll sing a bridge version. Then when he unlocks basically per command, he basically becomes his true form. Now again, he releases all these different characters, so he has an entire undead army at his disposal. But he also is now Vlad Tepish, Vlad Dracula, as he were. Face Vlad Tepish of Valeria. Call yourself whatever you want, you crazy vampire bastard. Wait, if we're doing this, and we are doing this, I'm not coming after Dracula. I'm killing an Alucard. You don't know, it's just my name. Of course I do. Bring him out. Oh man, I love Hellsing Abridged. I would argue that is just because of the nature of the anime that is better than our Dragon Ball Z Abridged. But that's also partly because Dragon Ball Z Abridged has been delayed for so freaking long. I mean, God, we're not done with the Cell games yet. If they had been able to get the release schedule out regularly like they should have, we'd be well into the Boo arc by now. And that blows that we're not. Anyway, digress. So, yes, he basically takes the form of Dracula covered in armor. He's still a vampire, too. Let's not mince words. He's still got theoretically the powers of a vampire. It's just he can actually be killed in that form. And then holy items can possibly kill him as well, though it's never truly like the nail. Oh God, what was it called? The nail of what? Not Dionysus. Basically, one of the nails that pierced Christ's body. It gave Anderson the power to actually injure Alucard quite a bit, but Alucard overcame. It's like, all right, I'm done with that. Oh, cool. Oh, this is a deep pain. Oh, cool. It gets worse. Yeah. So, but yes, Alucard theoretically can be killed. He can be killed, but it takes a lot. So, who wins this fight? Well, let's break this fight down. Let's say the Sternritters are, somehow, some way, during the invasion of the Soul Society, during the Wanderreich stuff, a Hellsing organization gets involved. Let's say Oro harbors him and say, I figured we might need some help here. And then, maybe Oro just like, instead of fighting Askin, is like, oh, what are you talking about? Yeah, I did. And what are you talking about? All of a sudden, Askin gets a bullet through his head. Ah, damn it! What the hell? I was like, oh, sorry. Sorry. I thought that was my cue. Well, actually, I was like, I was gonna maybe try on a different intro for you, but that works too. So I'm gonna step aside here and let you two guys chat. It's like, oh, is this all the way up? The prissy boy with a haircut? Like, but Askin regenerates because he can. It's like, all right then. It's like, and then they started having an open conversation. But anyway, I'm getting a bit bored here, so I'm going to kill you now. And then just fights like, whoa! And then he just uses it. Ooh, you're a little faster than the other one. Well then, let's have some fun! And then he just starts firing. I imagine Alucard could he can't disappear like blink of an eye, lightning fast speed kind of feats like you see in Bleach. But he's pretty quick. I imagine his reflexes are good enough that he can kind of keep up. Askin maybe comes into the third and like, oh, let's see how you like this, and then it's like, what's going on here? Because I mean, I made it so the fight takes place in the Soul Society, but that doesn't make he's a Ryatsu being at this point. I'm not using that. It's like what? And don't get me wrong, all beings have Ryatsu to some extent in the Bleach world. And just in the world, theoretically speaking, that universe. So, technically speaking, Alucard probably does have Ryatsu. I mean, in fact, he might actually have quite a bit. Though it'd be more comparable to Hollow Ryatsu. Or Bout, because they're technically vampires. And Alucard's just like, whoa, feeling a little woozy there. And then that's and that would be the gift ball, or that would be the second? What was it called? That would be my gift ball. No. Gift bad? This is my gift bad. And then all of a sudden just, I don't care. And it's like, what? What are you talking? I just was it Ryatsu. Is that weird energy stuff you guys have been using? Seriously, I mean, I'm guessing I got some of it, but I'm so used to being in pain half the time, I don't even care. And then just keeps firing at him and says, okay, fine. And then throws a gift ball at him. anything that base Askin throws at Alucard, I don't think is gonna do much. Now to be fair, the one thing because he throws maybe a gift ball poison, maybe affects Alucard a little bit, but it's like, oh, okay, that's getting a little weird there. So not feeling a little weird there, and then just release restraint 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1. This comes in, just flat out wails on Askin. Just at that point, he's way more of a physical match for Askin than Askin could take. Askin's strong just because of the nature of quints that they can enhance their abilities. Alucard would first stage released Alucard would wreck, physically speaking, Askin in base form. He just starts wailing on him. Just boom, boom. It's like, fine. It's like, yummy. Oh, God, dude, are you drinking my blood? Holy crap. And then just fires up arrows and just blasts him. It's like, ooh, that actually burns a little. Ooh, that burns so good. Ooh, what do you tell me? Are you doing anything? Because I just killed my ultimate rival, Edison. I'm looking for a new BF buddy to die with. So, yeah, tell me what you doing there. It's like, dude, what the fuck? It's like, seriously. It's like, what do you think? Yeah, Alucard, Dracula, not that hard to compare. And then, you'll just get the message. Like, it's funny this waffle that you never put together that Alucard spelled backwards. It's Dracula! And then it's like, oh, jeez, man. It's like, oh, yeah. It's like, and I gotta say, you got quite the zest there, buddy. And then all of a sudden, Askin just decides to, zest, huh? And then he starts, see, I'm even a vampire, too. It's like, ooh, la la, what are you? And then all of a sudden, Alucard suddenly drops him. It's like, what the hell? It's like, and then Askin goes in to explain as the Wu does next starts to heal. I was like, oh God, you are a basket case. And then he's like, my rep is the D, death dealing, and he explains that we don't know what his actual voice is because he hasn't been animated yet. If they ever animate the final arc, which I really hope they do, at least an OVA or something, like do a 10 or 12 episode OVA, hour-long episodes, that I could live with that. Anyway, we'll see how the movie does, the actual live-action movie, and maybe that will help bring it back to light. But point being, and then he explains it, it's like, oh God, I haven't felt this best since burrito night. Oh, and then he just fires in, it's like, yeah, bye-bye, then. And just blasts him, it's like, oh. It's like, and then all of a sudden, he just hears a, oh, and then the basketball comes in. What the hell, man? What the freaking hell? Because he hasn't been really had enough exposure to the Alucard's energy, Ryatsu, whatever you want to call it in this case. He hasn't developed the immunity yet. Granted, the hound's almost made completely of his energy, so he just comes in, bites his arm off, like, Jesus, give me that! And then takes it out of his hand and just blasts him again, and the hound just comes in and just swallows him whole, but he's now getting full exposure to Alucard's energy at that point. So now he just reattaches the arm and seals up, and then just goes, screw it! And then he goes into full-on Volstagg. It's like, this is, explains Volstagg to him, it's like, something like that, and basically, it's like, there you go. It's like, whoo, man, you are a messed up dude, man, come on, woo! They explains that. It's like, yeah, but at least your gift thing wore off. And just starts firing at Askin, except this time, he's already had exposure to the bullets, and it says like, beep, 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 beep. It's like, It's like, oh. It's like, yeah, see, I can just be exposed to something, and within a second, I can pretty much adapt to it. So, yeah, Alucard wasn't, and all of a sudden, he just says, nope, and then forms his gift breach, so they can't say, you're not getting away from here, and for the record, you're way too dangerous to live, man. Just hits his head, it's like, it's like, oh, and what is, Alucard's head just blows up, he just fires a couple more rings, blows up, it's like, and then just, he sees a puddle there of Alucard, a couple limbs remaining, just, it's like, oh man, that was now horror. Where was the beginning? I don't think you're quite done yet. What do you mean? It's like, Alucard, go for a walk. And all of a sudden he just hears Alucard's voice. When hope is gone, undo these locks. Undo this lock and send me forth on the moonlit walk. Release restraint level 0. And then all of a sudden he just hears the, and all I'm thinking about is Andrew WK just like, you better get ready to die! Yeah. I love that. The moment that music started playing, he came in on the freaking boat and I'll sing Ultimate Abridged. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, you could end it right here and I'm good. And that's basically it. So Alucard, all of a sudden, just his energy in those eyes, like, and then Askin just turns around like, the hell am I looking at? Just a giant tidal wave of bloodish red eyes and all this stuff. It's like, and then Kisuke Ohara standing next to Sarah Integra. No, Sora Integra, sorry. Sarah's Victoria, Sarah's Integra. Merge them. Potora hearing Sarah's Integra. Sora Integra. It's like, what's this? Like, and then she explains it. It's like, how many souls? Like, about 2 million-ish. And basically, just, what the? Now Askin is like, what the hell? It's like, yeah, you see, what I may be the undead. These guys are just, dead. So basically, now he's got an army of about 2 million souls coming at him, and Askin's like, crap. It's like, yeah! Now, granted, most of them probably aren't going to be able to literally hurt him, or if they do, it's going to be very minor, and then he'll just heal. The problem isn't that. The problem is he's got literally 2 million bodies that he really can't poison at this point, coming at him, and just overrunning him with sheer number, burying him. If nothing else, they can just suffocate his ass. And he's just like, blasts, like, damn it. And all of a sudden, he sees Alucard and just Vlad at the Tepish come out of nowhere. Just shing at this, ching, blade comes down on his staff. Oh, yes, come after me, worthy rival. And then just, comes at him again, just, Jesus, damn it. It's like, that's the best you got. And then all of a sudden, it's like, no, this is the best I got. Just shoves it right in his throat. Just, it's like, nah, I missed your brain. However, I did not miss your spine. And basically, I think he kind of temporarily paralyzes him. And he uses that opportunity to basically just, you say you're immune to me. Well, let's see you be immune. And I think he would literally, with all his physical strength, just rip Askin's head off his body. And the reason I say he could do that is while he's exposed to, he has now had exposure to his Ryatsu. He hasn't had any real exposure to physical assaults from Alucard himself at this point. So the sword piercing would work for a little bit. And just the pure physical power of Alucard alone. Because he's a centuries, almost millennia-year-old vampire. He's well beyond physical standards at this point. Now, granted, he's not like super human, ungodly, like god-level Saitama strong or something like that. But he's still stronger physically in that form than he is normally, and he's very brutal as a fighter. He's stronger than he is in his normal physical form, so at that point, he was already vastly superior to most normal humans. So I had no doubt he could probably rip a head off. And because Askin hasn't had exposure to his physical assaults yet, he just rips his head off. Unfortunately, and when I say rips, I do mean by the neck. And I imagine if Askin survived having his heart ripped out for a short time, give him a couple seconds, give him like a minute, he's going to explain that the Gitbald Lux is going to take effect. And because Alucard is in his form that can be killed in form, or the form that the I can die form, despite how powerful it is, the question is he going to survive it? And yeah, he'll survive it. And the reason for that is he can just suck the souls back in. It's like, oh, well, this is really starting to irritate me. And basically, he just waits to get ball out, basically. And Alucard comes out on top. But the thing is, it's not by a big margin. I'd say 60-40. And the reason I say it, maybe 65-35. And the reason I say that is, all Askin really has to do is get enough exposure to every one of his abilities, all of his energy, all of his assaults, and there would be nothing that Alucard would eventually have to do, or eventually could do to survive, to hurt Askin at that point. But the thing is that it's not like he's gonna throw the whole freaking kitchen sink at him from the get-go. He's gonna roll into it, smooth into it, test his opponent out, see what he can do. So, but I still go Alucard the majority. It's just not a very big majority. I go 60-40, maybe 65-35. But I'm leaning more to the 60-40. But hey, Let me know if you think different. If you do, that's cool. Put it in the comments below. Let me know. Let's chat about it. Also, if you got ideas for who would win Star Wars, superhero, magic, what ifs, anything I do with the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to it at some point. I have a request for a review. By the way, if you'd like us to review something, put that in the comments below as well. But I have a request for a review from someone. I'm going to actually watch the thing tonight and then do the video tomorrow because I actually get the day off tomorrow. I'm working 6 days straight. And yeah. Plus, who wins throughout the week. Infinity War. The review will either be up on Thursday or Friday. Either way, it will be up. And box office and what ifs and anything else I plan on doing. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.